Have you noticed how everything in this world seems designed to not allow you to be in your heart? Well, what does that mean? Being in my heart. Doesn't that mean I'm less than a man? I'm just kind of a wuss. I'm gonna be a hippie. No. We got to learn to lead from our heart because everything is literally designed to take us out of this beautiful machine. Let's talk about the heart specifically in its relationship to fear and the brain. Inside your heart, you have about 40,000 neurites, very similar to the neurons in your brain. And it turns out about 90% of the information that we act on here starts here. If we are in fight or flight, fear, the neurites signal the amygdala, something's wrong in the environment, and that goes right to our hippocampus that says, warning, Will Robinson, danger, danger. Ooh, I think I just dated myself there. And now that watchdog is scanning the environment. It's in fear. It's in hypervigilance. It's producing cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks us down. And in that fear, the power structures, keep us divided. Us versus them. Ooh, I don't like you. I don't like them. And all of a sudden, we're easy to control. Fear also is sexy. We love to watch it because we watch what happens to other people in dramas, violent movies on the television, the TV news. And all of it's designed to keep us stirred up so that we're not here in a healthy way that's going to help us move forward in really positive ways. So how do we do that? We get into the heart. We tune out all the noise, the circus, the monkeys. We stop watching what they're programming us with. Notice the word programming. It's absolutely deliberate. If you doubt this, go watch some movies like Social Dilemma, and you'll begin to really realize everything's designed to manipulate you to fear, to take you out of this beautiful machine, and then you're easy to control. So easy to control when you're under the hormones of stress. T-Rex is constantly chasing you, and you are like running, oh my God, I got to get away from it. We got to have a different way to move through life. Try this. Here's my challenge to you, and I've talked about this on podcasts before on my channel, but it seems to not be landing. People are more addicted, carefully chosen word, to the programming they're being fed. And there's a reason for that. They figured out physiologically how to addict you to it. If you doubt that, do some independent research. Don't ever believe anything I say. Put it to the test. Find out the truth for yourself. Critically think this through. Now, here we are in a stress response, easy to control, super hyper vigilant, reactive to anger, fear, sadness, all things that pull us out of our beautiful, beautiful heart. How do we get into the heart? Check out the Institute for Heart Math. In 1991, a group of scientists came together and asked what's actually going on in the heart besides ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And it turns out an incredible amount of electromagnetic activity is taking place. And when we have the right signal going to those neurites in the heart, and those neurites send that beautiful heart-centered signal, peaceful, calm, up to the amygdala says, oh, there's nothing to worry about. I'm safe. And then our watchdog can calm down. And we can come into the heart. And now we create a gap between stimulus and reaction, which is what they want. They want us reactive and stirred up, to stimulus gap response, thoughtful response from the heart. And it doesn't mean we're weak. It means we are empowered. It means we are in the hormones that produce collaboration, cooperation. We have the ability to step back and say, what if I put myself in the shoes of that group I hate and tried to understand what it is that I hate about them so much? And what is their perspective? Oh my God, we have a lot in common. Why don't we combine superpowers and make some real change instead of divide? Divide and conquer. Absolutely true. So, how do we do that? We get into heart centered breathing. It's very, very simple. We're going to breathe in through the nose, directly into the center of our chest, around the level of the heart, and we're going to visualize something that brings a smile to our face. Maybe it's your favorite houseplant, your lava lamp, your pet, that's a good one, or someone you love, your children that bring just that joy and happiness to you. You're going to feel that happiness and joy to the best of your ability and allow it to expand right here in the center of the chest. We're going to do a slow breath. This is where you get to do some LSD. Light, slow, deep breathing. I know, sorry, it's a party buzz. Here you go. Light, slow, deep breathing through the nose, into the center of the chest, and we're going to do it at a pace about this. 5 seconds in, give or take. Don't obsess over the time. Get ballparked on that 5 seconds. Good to go. Get an app to set the pace and pentameter. Wonderful. And then we're going to have no breath hold. We're going to smoothly transition the breath at the top of that breath where we've filled our lungs, but we're not straining. 5 seconds inhale. Then we're going to exhale a couple of seconds longer than our inhale. So 6 to 7 seconds on the exhale. Again, don't obsess over the time. Just get in the ballpark. Every single thing you're doing there is going to put you into parasympathetic nervous system restoration. And that signals the neurites in our heart that everything's okay, which signals the brain everything's okay. And suddenly we lower our temperature. We lower our vitriol. We lower that, oh, the world is falling apart. And then we realize, actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was. And if we turn that TV, I'll leave the expletives somewhere else. We turn that TV off for a little while and we take a media fast. We detoxify ourselves from the programming, and suddenly the world begins to look like a very different place, a very empowered place, a place where we can actually make change and move forward and come into collaboration with each other. Perish that thought. I'll probably get canceled just for suggesting it. Friends, you want the secret to building resilience? It is heart-centered breathing, because you will become less reactive to anger, fear, and sadness. You will have a gap between stimulus and reaction versus response. And when you create that gap, your entire life will change. You think I'm being hyperbole here? You think that I'm exaggerating this? Not in the least. Put it to the test and you'll see for yourself.